So today we will continue. It's verse number 7 in page 29 of Sri Vilapa Kusumanjali. And my Yoga Shakti was instructing me that we stopped last time in the verse after Radha Ras Suniti 94. It's on page 29. Unfortunately, I could not be there. So,
Radhe, Radhe. Now you are back. We are happy.
thank you.
Nice to see you. Radhe, Dandavat, Jai Shri Gurudev.
So I will start reading on the top of the page almost about the mood of the maidservants, because that is very deep and always ever fresh and important to listen. Yes, Gurudev, you agree? Okay. The mood of the maidservants is identical with Mahabhav. Shri Radharani consists of Mahabhav. She is the very Chintamani jewel that fulfills all of Krishna's desires. Say Mahabhava hoy Chintamani sar Krishna vancha purna kare e karya yar. So the mood of the maidservants is not different from the mood of Srimati Radhika. Only there's one difference. They are fixed to fulfill the desires of Srimati Radhika, and Srimati Radhika is fixed to deliver the desires and increase the desires of Moha. And this Mahabhav is the quintessence of the Chintamani gem of love of God. And it serves to fulfill all of Krishna's desires. So Gurudev, one could ask now, isn't that similar, that Srimati Radhika wants to fulfill all of Krishna's desires, and that also the maidservants, they are not, desires are identical. The mood is identical with Srimati Radhika's mood. So isn't that also
maidservant? The mood is not identical for service for Krishna.
Mm.
No.
Can you repeat, Gurudev?
Maidservant is only interested to serve Radharani. He has no interest for anything for Krishna, to service or thing. When is necessary in meeting, then he, as per order of Radhika, then she serves. Maidservant means Radhika Adhik Sneha. They only think for Radhika and serve to Radhika. This is the bhav of maidservant. What Baba is writing.
the maidservants are like the Chintamani stones that fulfill the desires of both the couple. Therefore,
So
Krishna...
what is the both of couple? Meeting couple, not self-interest couple. One is my interest is there, and one is my interest for my Swami is there. Different thing. It's not my interest with Krishna. Maidservant has Krishna. Radhika's desire to fulfill with Krishna. That is the service. That's service.
Yes.
But my thinking for Krishna is offensive for Maidservant alone.
Ah,
This is Gopi Bhav. Immediately Gopi Bhav will come. We practice sometimes very wrong way to think that I am for the Krishna service. No. Then it's not Manjari. Immediately I come to the Gopi Bhav.
so the maidservants are like the Chintamani stones that fulfill the desires of both the couple. Therefore, yeah, but only for them wanting to meet. And therefore, Krishna pitifully prays to them for Radharani's indescribable mercy.
You're right.
And then this verse from Radha Ras Sudanidhi is quoted. Oh, beautiful daughter of King Brishabhanu, Vrindavan's transcendental Cupid Krishna always flatters your maidservant in so many ways, desiring the festival of your indescribable mercy. In the same way, Radharani takes also shelter of the kinkaris, who are non-different from her in heart when she desires to meet Krishna. I remember here, Gurudev, your explanation to us about meditation and meaning of Kama Gayatri. When we know there's 12 and 12 and a half syllable, 24 and a half syllable, 12 are for Srimati Radhika, 12 are for Krishna. And the kinkaris are that half that are always helping them in either way they need. And sometimes they help Radhika to do what she desires in her service. And sometimes they help Mohan, and they are always like...
Nine. Manjaris are the shadow of Radhika. So they only sincerely serving to Radhika, not Krishna. Show me any place. They are shadow and they are always working for Radhika.
Yes, but they help Krishna to meet Radhika.
That is different because of Radhika.
Sure.
No, that is not a working for Krishna. Understand that. She is working for Radhika because Radhika desires this. So she is serving to Radhika, not she has independent desire to serve Krishna.
Of course not. She is serving Krishna according to the desire of Srimati Radhika to have him serve.
Yeah.
There's no independent desire there. There is no independent
when you
action.
say it looks independent, then the mistake will happen.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, maybe that's my... That's only my foolishness.
No, foolish not. No. It is a mistake. We have to understand. We are serving to Radhika, not a Krishna. We are serving to Radhika for Radhika to Krishna.
Yes. In the same way, Radharani takes also shelter of the kinkaris who are non-different from her in heart when she desires to meet Krishna.
You see? Non-different.
Within their minds, Sri Radha Mohan praise the wonderful expertise of those kinkaris in their service. One day during the rasa dance, Krishna plays his flute and Swamini dances when one of her ankle bells falls off. The jingling of those ankle bells enhances the beauty of Krishna's flute song. But now Krishna misses their support. Shyam exposes the sweetness of his own dancing while he places the ankle bells back on Radha's ankles without being seen by others. He thinks to himself, I have not been able to serve Radhika as deeply, affectionately as her kinkaris do. So this is very interesting here, because also Mohan has this capacity to be in the service of Srimati Radhika, putting on her ankle bells that she has lost during dance, missing their tune. And then he also is experiencing a desire to serve Radhika as her kinkaris do. He only did this to experience the sweet feelings of the kinkaris, says the editor. Therefore, after relishing the sweetness of Radha's love, Sriman Mahaprabhu, the all-emotional descension of God, who is filled with all the different devotional moods, also developed the desire to taste the sweetness of the Manjari service after relishing the sweetness of Radha's ras. So this is very, very beautiful. How Mahaprabhu is the all-emotional descension of God. Prem avatar, Bhakta avatar. And he is filled with all different devotional moods. When we hear Chaitanya Charitamrita, he is going through many, many different baths. Even he once wanted to become Vishnu, throwing his Sudarshan chakra at Jagai. But Madai said, oh, remember why you have come. You have not come to punish. You have come to give divine love. You have come to embrace all these conditioned souls and give them prem, unconditional love. And he also, as we have heard so many times, and as we are churning all the time, and I beg all the exalted Vaishnavas to please share on this point according to their heart's realization, how he developed the desire to taste the sweetness of the Manjari service after relishing the sweetness of Radha's ras. And as we have heard, it is the pinnacle of devotion and of the revelation of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That is that Unat Ujjvala Rasa that has never been given before. That Bhava Ulasa Rati, that feeling, that unique feeling of so much oneness of Srimati Radhika and her Kinkari that also Mohan came to experience and to distribute. Because, yes, who knows Radha Rani to the utmost? Who feels her like identical in the service mood? It's her Dasi. And that's why we are now so lucky. Although we are fallen souls of Kali Yuga, we have no qualification. We have only qualification is that we are mercy cases. We need the mercy of Mahaprabhu, of our Gurudev, of Srimati Radhika. And in the next paragraphs also Baba will explain how this all can be possible, that we as very fallen souls in Kali Yuga can become dasis of Srimati Radhika. And Mahaprabhu came to relish the sweetness of the service to Srimati Radhika and distributing it in the mood of a maidservant also. How wonderful is Sri Raghunath's Dasa's pure absorption in Radha's service. He says, Vilapami Kapidasi. I am known as your maidservant, your real maidservant, and my life burns in the fire of separation from you. We also do bhajan in allegiance to the acharyas. Therefore, we must also somehow attain this condition.
We do the bhajan open. Radha.
It's open,
We do
Gurudev.
the bhajan as per Acharya. How the Acharyas are doing, that way I do bhajan. Not my way do bhajan. Then I receive the mercy. If I do my way, it's not working. Mahajan gata so pantha. What the Acharya is working, that way we have to work. And this way, we have to take the example in the 6 Goswami, 1 Goswami. Somebody I see in Braja, somebody take example of Roop and Raghunath. Somebody take example of other Goswamis.
Jiva.
Huh?
Jiva Goswami.
Jiva, very knowledgeable. Only they have a knowledge too much. And
Raghunath Das Goswami.
Raghunath,
Bhatta
Rupa
Goswami.
Raghunath one. Rupa Raghunath,
Gopal Bhatta Goswami, Sanatana.
Gopal Bhatta Goswami. Then they do the Archana Puja Seva. Gopal Bhatta Goswami. They worshipping more devotional service, more Archana Puja, like Gopal Bhatta Goswami is more rule regulations, more vidhi vidhan. So if you see Raghunath Das Goswami and Rupa Goswami, they have no temple. And they never do themselves. They give to others to do the seva. Rupa Raghunath. They was only in meditation. They only meditate day and night for Radha Ashra Bhajan. So separate Goswamis has separate little more, but all trying to be serving in a Manjari Bhav. All 6 Goswamis want to do that way. Radha Dasi Bhav.
And Gurudev, what is about Sanatana Goswami, the brother of Raghunath?
Sanatana Goswami, the first, most oldest. And oldest person, first thing is to learn relation. If you have no relation, you do bhakti doing. Without relation, there is no devotion. Sorry to say. Then we are doing devotion. I say this is not devotion. Without relation, there is no devotion. If my relation is not there, what devotion I do? We develop knowledge. We develop different idea. But devotion only can possible in relationship. Devotion means all the actions has to be in the service of my Ishtadev. And I see Ishtadev everywhere. My Radharani in everywhere. That is devotion. And then I serve to everyone. And if I cannot see, then I serve in the Ishtadev, my deity. Where is my deity? When is fixed my nature, with every place I can see you, then I feel everywhere to you. That is
Pada Dasyam Gurudev.
yeah, that is Vishambhara. All inverse, what I see, only I see you. Vishambhara.
Vishwambara.
Klingarangaye vidmahe Vishambharaye dhimahe. Vishambhara. Whole inverse. I see only you and you. I see in Gauranga to you, in Krishna to you, in Vrindavan to you. In whole universe I see you. That is Ishtanistha. Nistha, firm faith. When the Ishtanistha comes, then my desire for the Sarup happening. Oh, what is my relation with you to serve? And how I can be always there. So my Sarup is important because of my Ishtadev. My Sarup is important, so my Gurudev is important, where I receive this Sarup. So my life is only 3 things important. My Gurudev is important, my Ishtadev is important, my Sarup is important, Because if my Sarup is not there, they will leave me. I will be far from Ishtadev. This three thing is important. Other thing cannot come for importance. This is devotion.
Radhe Radhe. I was also thinking about why not Sanatan? Or why Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami always saying like Rupa Raghunath Pare, why we following Rupa and Raghunath and not Sanatan? And I'm thinking that in order to follow Rupa and Raghunath, the Sambandha is already clear. Sanatan Goswami is Acharya for Sambandha. And by the mercy of Sanatan and Guru Varga, we already understand what is our Sambandha, that we are a Manjari, that we are a Dasi of Shrimati Radhika. This is our Sambandha. So Sambandha Gyan is already there, and now we have to practice. Now we need Rupa and Raghunath.
Give to
We are followers of
to
Rupa.
bring this
Sambandha already clear.
I call Raja Bhaiya.
I feel like this.
Yeah, go.
Radhe.
Can you close my mic?
Thank you, Gawachanda, for sharing. Sriman Mahaprabhu, the all-emotional descension of God, who is filled with all the different devotional moods, also developed the desire to taste the sweetness of the Manjari service after relishing the sweetness of Radha's ras. How wonderful is Sri Raghunath Das' pure absorption in Radha's service. He says, I am known as your maidservant, your real maidservant, and my life burns in the fire of separation from you. So that is the fire of separation. Gurudev, I was asking you about this intensity, how to always maintain this intensity, because I feel without maintaining this intensity, nothing will move to really have this burning sensation of missing. Can someone turn on the mic for Gurudev?
Other desire has to go. And it's very difficult to go all desires. It make entry from the corner and this and that. This is the Krishna's Maya. So only Radha Rani can help us. If I will pray till Krishna, he will make involve us all the time in some material suffering. This is the Krishna's play. But when anyone become Radha Dasi, Krishna keep distance from Manjaris. Why Manjari keeping distance? Is a meaning that he's a Radha Dasi, I have to keep distance from him. She is more close than me to Radhika. So without taking shelter of Radhika, Maya will never leave us because mind cannot fix one pointed without her mercy. Eh? To know, to fix my mind and my intelligence. Prabhupada write in 10:10 Bhagavad Gita. It gives by Krishna. When the mind is fixed and then he gives the intelligence how to move on. But my mind is moving here and there. Mind is not fixed. And he said, this mind fixed in my Radhika.
Mamikam.
If you fix in me, I will make you to test you all the moment and create problem to you, to test you. And when you are take shelter of Radhika, I will protect you. Now you decide where you want to take shelter. I decide to take shelter of Radhika, and I'm trying to do this. I don't know. And I want help and prayer to you that you help me that I can do it. This is my really desire, from my heart desire.
I may be unqualified, but he who has offered me to you, to your lotus feet.
You see this? Offered to me. Who offered me? Gurudev. I'm unqualified and I will be unqualified. I believe. I will never qualify. But who offered to me? His responsibility is there, right? Not my responsibility. I don't bother. I'm unqualified and I'm still unqualified. And I will be unqualified because I'm conditioned. Desires are still there. But who hand over to me to you? You cannot say that he is not qualified. He is your dasi already.
I may be unqualified, but he who has offered me to your lotus feet for your maidservice is your qualified maidservant.
Yeah.
Why will you not accept someone who is given to him or by him, by her? When merciful Sri Gurudev offers me to your lotus feet, you have to accept me.
Wow. This is the only hope. And this hope I see in one church in America. Faith, hope, and love. If this we lose everything. Faith is important. Faith gives us hope in life, and hope gives love in our life. So, little faith in Gurudev give me hope. By Gurudev mercy, we are hopeful that one day Gurudev hand over to me to Radhika, she will accept. And once we believe this, then her love we receive. This is the real. Simple. You can make complicated, you can make easy. But when you see the key point is Gurudev, key point is Ishtadev. Because Gurudev show us Ishtadev and he show us Sarup. Why he give mantra to me? Not to give other thing. He knows that we not do anything. We are so crazy person. But why he give mantra? Because this mantra can bring purity inside. If by mistake he start chanting, he knows that I will not chant this. But by mistake, if I will chant, it will change my life.
This is so amazing, Gurudev.
Really. He knows that he will not, when he is giving, he knows that he will not chant. It's all false. He knows, knowingly giving. He knowingly gives Sarup also. That I will not practice. After that, he gives Sarup. Knowingly give mantra. But by mistake, if I do it, then we feel it. Oh, it's the beauty of the life. What is the meaning of the living? The beauty of living. And this body, beautiful body, I got to realize I make my life useful. Is it possible to receive in this life also? If I have a good association, only good association is required. And Savanam,
I may be unqualified, but he who has offered me to your lotus feet for your maidservant is your qualified maidservant. Why will you not accept someone who is given to you?
wow. Yeah, this is the beauty of Anandas Babaji. He's scratching us. Catch this way. No, acha, this way, this way, this way. You see the Prabhupada, he says, Sarup and Sarup Suddhi. Oh, it's very difficult for you. No problem. Do this way. Okay, this is also not problem. Do this way. Okay, not here problem. Do this way. Wow, so great mercy.
A million reasons to hope, Gurudev, and a million reasons to love.
This is naughty boy, black naughty boy. We influence in the Maya of this Krishna because we worship alone. The day we start Krishna worshipping If we start with Radhika, it's not going to happen. Our practice with only with Krishna, this Maya is also not leaving me easily. You want to test me again and again and again, that you got the real Radha Dasi or not. Till I'm not a Radha Dasi, he will play the game 100%. I believe it. If you want to protect yourself, become Radha Dasi. This is the only way. Yeah. Right or not?
When merciful Sri Gurudev offers me to your lotus feet, you have to accept me. Guru Krishna Rupa Hon Shastrera Pramane Guru Rupe Krishna Kripa Koren Bhakta Gane.
Now question is this. We are talking about Radhika, and here Shastra is telling Krishna will give mercy. And I am talking that block yourself from Krishna. How we will accept the mercy. You see?
But he
You
said
see that?
it's Gurudev, it's a form of Krishna.
Guru, yeah, form of Krishna.
The scriptures say Gurudev.
The scriptures say, and this is the right.
Mm-hmm.
But which Krishna? That's the point. We think that Krishna alone is Krishna, Narayan Krishna. This Krishna is Brajanananda, who is the supreme personality of Godhead only because of his love, not with his opulence. Opulence is this, that he has too much love. When we see Krishna like this, Brajanananda, not like a god, then Guru Rupa Krishna can help in our life. Then Guru mercy. Then I will never leave Guru. I will see in my Gurudev Krishna how I can live. Because Krishna will give mercy through Gurudev. Why he is Shastra study? Because he will make me to understand what is in Shastra. If I will read, I will not understand. But he will make open to me the words and the meaning of that word. What is there?
Buddhi Yogam Gurudev.
Huh?
And you also explain that how Krishna is the way of progress, and then we will reach the ultimate goal. And Guru is helping us to go through these stages.
Krishna is not a goal. That when I will understand the day that Krishna is not my goal, then I was foolish. 10 years I waste my time that Krishna is my goal. One day you waste your time is your foolishness because you not read nicely Prabhupada.
We need help, Gurudev.
that Guru Tattva, Nitai, is helping us.
Jai Nitai.
Nitai is helping us. This is a Shastra Praman. I listen one YouTube of Prem Gopal Goswami that Nitai is helping. Really, Guru Tattva is Nitai Tattva.
Mm.
Without his mercy, nothing is happening. It's Shastra Praman.
Jai Nitai. And Gurudev, now comes another very amazing twist of Baba. Because he says then, in his sweet way to, he always enlightens us from all different ways, like you said. And then he says, so Guru, the scriptures prove that the Guru is a form of Krishna. Krishna bestows his grace on the devotees in the form of the Guru. And my dear Srimati Radhika, this is in another way a gift of your lover. Can you refuse that?
That's the point. That is the beauty of Radha Dasya. This is the beauty of Radha Dasya. Nobody understand. Krishna Rupa Guru Sastrera Pramana. You see this word of Guru. He opened his heart that if you are Krishna and Guru Radhika give me,
You also cannot refuse me.
you will refuse Krishna. Wow. What is written in this book? Every day I read and is a new lines. I become little crazy man. From 80 I am reading these books. Still I cannot understand. You see, it's new line you say, read again.
Jai Nityananda. So the scriptures prove that the Guru is a form of Krishna. And Krishna bestows his grace on the devotees in the form of the Guru. So this is in another way a gift of your lover. Can you refuse that? That is amazing. So whether we see the Guru as a form of a realized maidservant, Guru Manjari, who gives me to Swamini, or whether we see Gurudev, as the scriptures tell us, as a form, another form of Krishna, then also, my dear Swamini, when he offers me like that, you cannot refuse the gift of your beloved.
Radhe Radhe. One description is of Tattva and one description is Rasa. So when we hear that Krishna, Guru is the form of Krishna, this is Tattva. But Rasic devotees take shelter of Krishna. The Guru is the form of Manjari. So this is what Sadhu Maharaj Gurudev so wonderfully said. What is very important is Guru Nishta, Ishta Nishta, and Swarup Nishta. Thank you so much, Gurudev. This is the absolute importance to focus on these points. Thank you. What would we do without you, Gurudev? Thank you so much. You're speaking from the heart. You're pouring out your heart today, and it enters our hearts like a golden nectar shower. Thank you so much.
Jai Ho. Jai Tarun Baba.
And when Baba says that is in another way a gift of your lover, again, he is in Rasika feelings. Because he doesn't see Krishna as the supreme personality of Godhead. He sees now the lover of Swamini. It's your gift. He is giving you a gift. So please also, you will never refuse any gift from your love. That is the expertise of Rasika, Vaishnava, Guru, who is always seeing his beloved Ishtadev in every corner, in every circumstance, and how she is so willing also to accept the dasis if I am not in the way. But like Gurudev said, even if I am in the way, getting the mantras without realization, without any taste, without any ability to really practice it, Gurudev sees it, Gurudev knows it, but still, by chance, if it happens, that hope will carry on my development and our relationship.
That is also because the vision of a true Gurudev is not flesh and blood. He is not seeing you, Suniti, he is not seeing me sitting there. He is looking into our hearts, and he knows, oh, Tarun Govinda, he is so much in Maya, but he knows he's also a little bit interested in spiritual life, and he sees the heart. He sees our heart. He's not seeing our coverings, and he knows that this information, the Diksha mantras foremost, and then Siddha Pranali will help us and do bhajan with this wonderful identification as a family member of a parivar which goes back to Janavama, to Lord Nityananda, to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So this is giving the sadhaka enormous shelter and enormous, power. Even like Gurudev said, even if he knows that we are not capable of doing it, he knows the power inherent in his instruction coming down from his Gurudev, from his Gurudev, from his Gurudev. He knows that this power is so huge that it will have an effect if we like or if we don't like. It will have an effect, and it will take time. We cannot force this process, but we can open our heart to receive this really, really wonderful mercy.
Srimadas Goswami Pad's example of Radha Nishta is to be followed by the surrendered Rasika Bhagavatas. Bodily consciousness destroys the life of a person like me. Dehe na kori ho ashta, morile se yama shasta.
Again,
Ukera. Yes, Gurudev?
Dehe na kariyo asta.
Uh-huh.
Read again.
Morile se yam shasta. Don't place your faith in the material body, for when it dies, it is punishable by Yamaraj. Dukhera samudra karma gati. Bodily
Dehe na kariyo asa. Morile ke
say
jane.
Yama Shasta. Say Yam Shasta. In deep Svarupavesh, Shripad, whose only life is Radha Dasya, says, the fire of separation caused by not seeing you is greatly scorching my heart.
Yeah.
I have become very upset from loudly crying. In this way, he reveals that he is burning of anguish inside and out. Sri Raghunath pitifully cries or prays, "Ah, Swamini, you are playing in the forest around Radha-kund. This kund is your favorite place in Braj. There is no more beautiful place for you and your Priyatam to play than this one. But I am so unfortunate that I cannot see you, although I am living in this forest around your kund." Sri Raghunath's mind is startled by seeing the natural beauty and sweetness of Priyaji's form and qualities, and by seeing the natural beauty of Radha-kund. And he cannot live anymore without directly seeing her. That means he's always crying because there's always interruptions to his visions. And whenever these interruptions come, he's crying, loudly crying, and it becomes worse and worse and worse. His life airs reach his throat because of this separation. So he falls on the bank of Radha-kund and laments. When will I serve Sri Radha, whose complexion rebukes the splendor of molten gold, who is a smiling girl in her puberty, who is beautifully dressed in a glossy red silken sari, whose braid is as beautiful as the tail of a blissfully dancing peacock, and who blissfully casts sidelong glances at Mukunda. Sometimes he says, although the Govinda bee very much loves to drink the honey of love that oozes from the beautiful lotus faces of the gopis, he suddenly leaves them and wanders here and there over the pathways, searching for the best of wish-yielding wine of Vrindavan, being attracted to the super excellent fragrance of her blissful body. When will I worship that Radha? And sometimes he again laments, saying, when can I serve Sri Radha, who smiles and engage her Sakhis with a festival of sidelong glances in ridiculing Madhava, the teacher of all artful plays, who is otherwise very proud of his skill in playing, after defeating him in a game of dice on a bed of lovely, soft jasmine petals in the Kunja Kutira on the bank of her beautiful kund. In this way, Sri Raghunath Das Goswami laments in hundreds of different ways for the service and the audience of this mistress. Vilapami Kapitasi. These are 3 verses that are coming from a prayer collection from Srila Raghunath Das Goswami, and they are called Utkanta Dashakam. I think Utkanta means with the highest feelings
Greedy.
come to the throat.
Greed.
Greed, good.
Utkanta means greed.
Chai.
Greed is utkanta.
Because Kanta, also Kanti means neck, right, Gurudev? And Baba just said that his life ears reach his throat. So that greed comes up to here. It's when you cannot speak anymore.
I'm going to die.
Mm-hmm.
This is this type of utkanta.
Wow. Crying and speaking and praying.
Like if somebody is dying, then his prana come to the throat. Like utkanta means I'm dying. You are the only hope. If you see me, I can
go on.
I can survive. I have to die. This is utkanta. Without my survival is not possible. Radha.
That is again this intensity.
Right.
That is the movement of our feelings. It moves feelings. Intensity moves feelings. Without intensity, nothing will move. Srila Raghunath Das Goswami is always very eager to attain Radha and Mohan, always lamenting without being peaceful at heart for even a moment. He was supremely attached to Sri Radha Govinda, and because he was mad with loving ecstasy, he did not know whether it was day or night. Now, Gurudev, I have to think of Param Gurudev, of your Gurudev. I think he also was in that stage when he was with you in Mongiraj Mandir, not knowing whether it was day or night, if he should eat or not. Can you share something on this, Gurudev?
His age was that time 15 to 5 years. I got the mercy of him living physically, and now also he's always with me. He say, I will never leave you, and he never leave me. I feel always his kripa, always his instruction, always his guidelines. I do mistakes, then he say, improve again. It's not good for you. And I try to improve. But I feel always, and I see him always. I say Guru Nistha, Ishta Nistha. When Ishta Nistha comes, then we realize what is the beauty of Guru Nistha. Without Ishtadev, relation and connection, Guru Nistha is not covered. It's only faith, not Nistha will come. Firm faith will not come without getting Ishtadev. And more firm faith will come when I will know my Sarup, my God. Whole life is changed. The day you got the Sarup and Ishtadev and Gurudev, you have a Kalpataru Vriksha. Mercy of Radharani.
The service of Sri Radha is bhavagraya, only understood with the proper feeling. What is this bhavagraya, Gurudev?
Bhava, when we can feel only. Bhava grahi. Grahi means we can receive through the feelings of my feelings. Bhava grahi means if I have a Manjari bhav feeling, I will receive Manjari's bhav, all the circumstances, acceptance. If I have a Gopi bhav, I will not understand Manjari bhav. When my bhav is not fixed, in Manjari bhav is not bhav grahi. I cannot understand this.
Acha, so it's like a sthai bhav, Gurudev. A little bit.
Asthai bhav,
Yes.
asthai bhav only not. Asthai bhav, higher than asthai bhav is bhav grahi.
Acha?
Asthai bhav is my bhav becomes not unbalanced, now one-pointed. But by practicing this more and more and more, then I start receiving the
Bhavagraya.
that is bhavagraya.
Wow. Wow. The service of Sri Radha is bhavagraya, only understood with the proper feeling.
Yeah.
There are some words I don't understand.
No, it's no understanding. Love has no words. We create the words. Don't go there. But the feeling is the love only feel. That is the point. Feeling has no words. Feeling has to grow to feel it, to the highest feeling. If the words is used, it creates less feeling. So without words, feeling has to flow. Right. Feeling blocked by the words. Right?
100% good.
That's why we should stop speaking, right?
Yes.
Listening is more
Right.
better. And bhajan, listening and bhajan. Radha, Radha.
But Gurudev, you are so expert. You can always satisfy all our doubts and help to increase the feelings. And that is why we are sharing, because it is your desire that we help each other to increase the feelings.
Mahajan se Krishna Bhakta hoye baro chatur. What is meaning? Means he is very clever. Chatur means clever. Clever is not a good word.
It's more than clever. Chatur, expert.
His chaturness, he no waste the time for other things. He want to use his time only to become bhavgrahi.
More expert in feeling and increasing feeling.
Increase the feeling.
My God,
That's the
Gurudev.
point. Yeah.
You are also Bhavagrahi, Gurudev.
No, I'm nothing. I'm learning. I'm the first student in June. You can check. Anytime you check, I will the first student.
Oh my God, you
I
are so
joined
true.
first. Yeah.
And sometimes you go like this, Gurudev, like this you go, and then you say, may I share something?
Yeah.
So sweet. But your voice is getting a little bit, yes, Gurudev.
Yeah. See? Oh, it's become dirty. Now slowly it's cleaning. Without bhajan, no way. I say, age is no factor.
The service of Sri Radha is Bhavagrai, only understood with the proper feeling. The experience of sweetness and the beauty of this service is incomparable. And maybe also cannot be explained by words.
Jaho, you see? What are the disturbance?
Krishna is the embodiment of all nectarian flavors.
Ah, all the flavor. He is the receiver. He is the enjoyer.
And Sri Radha is the embodiment of full Mahabhav of all feelings.
Oh.
Mahabhav, this highest personality of feelings, Sri Radha, Mahabhava Svarupini, Sri Radha, makes Rasika Shekhara, Krishna, the king of relish, who is also called Rasa Brahman, the delectable transcendence, relish the full sweetness of the erotic transcendental flavor. Mana Shrimati Radhika is giving Krishna all the feelings. Otherwise, he would be only Brahman, but now he becomes Rasa Brahman. Rasa Brahman, Gurudev.
Brahma, not Brahman. It's confusing. Brahma means only light.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Brahma. Brahman means Brahman, this Vaishya Kshatriya Sutra. Brahma. Brahma Paramatma Bhagavan. So he become Brahma.
Right. The impersonal aspect of the Supreme.
That's the point.
Yes.
Well, I am also Brahma if I am only soul.
Right.
Understand? If I am only knowing myself soul, I am impersonal. And
Right.
impersonal cannot make personal relation. That's the problem. How I can make relation if I am impersonal because I have no sarup. I am only light. So our spiritual life is halfway.
Is
And
what, Gurudev?
Krishna,
Our spiritual life? Halfway. Acha.
halfway. So many lives we have to take to understand only that we need, because Krishna cannot give my form. He can give me only light, soul, because he is super soul. Form will come from love of the Radhika. She will give the form to me.
Joy.
So Manjari say, I will follow you, but this body is already given
Offered.
to Swamini. So you not touch my body. And he don't do that because he is fearful, because Samni Dasi. I mean, where will you get this? Why not understanding coming clear? Yeah. Become strong in bhajan and help so many are suffering.
Yes.
To help to others do that. All Mahajans teaching this. Mahaprabhu come, Radha Krishna come to advise us. Group 6 Goswami come to teach us. Our Guru helping us. After that,
Jai Nitai, Gurudev.
we are wasting time. Sudevi, you have a serious. You have to do, you have a ashram, you have to be serious. Now, you have to do this. You have a Nitai Gaur. And you are a very good preacher, I see that. You have to do it. Male and female is no meaning. Janva Ma Goswami also female.
We all have to do it, Gurudev. You are addressing her, but I think you are speaking to all of us.
We have to do it.
We have to do it.
We are going to be very slowly passing our time. I already passed my time. I am in grace period. I will not deviate from this point. I have one weakness. Still I was in weakness. And Anukul hoibe vidhi. When the vidhi will become unfavorable, then bhajan can happen. And I have two difficulty in my time now. I was facing two difficulty. I share with you. not money, not house, nothing. My two grandsons, Ayush and Ayan, they are the young growing child. My mind is going to them, how they will settle, when they will settle. Oh, one day Ayush come and say, I want to stay Vrindavan and want to serve Radha Mohan. I was shocked. What he will do here? He need money for running his life. But he said, this is my desire. I think that this was also my desire. Why not to believe this Radha Mohan service can give everything? Why be doubted in Radha Mohan? I said, okay, very happy. So he settled now. So one problem go. This time again, second grandson come. He said, I got the job in Apple. It's so good. Company, you got a job in Apple. He's very happy. I said, yeah, what dakshina you want to give to you? I'm ready to give you free. That's the only matter. This is Anupur, baby. Now the time is favorable for me. And what I will do, my grandchildren will learn also. So I have to be more serious. I have to improve myself, not do mistakes, to teach my grandchildren. It's so beautiful. Rather.
Thank you for sharing this, Gurudev. All your attachments are only in that regard that you want to help all souls to advance and go more and more to the lotus feet of Radha Mohan. That everything is settled. That we have also balance in our material affairs and in our spiritual life. That is always your beautiful teachings to us. To live a life of balance and love and to grow and also help others to grow. Srila Rupa Goswami has written in Ujjvala Nilamani, all the endeavors of the Braja Gopis that are endowed with the Samatha Rati, the highest causeless love for Krishna, are meant for Krishna's pleasure. In the same way, all the endeavors of Radhika's maidservant are meant for the pleasure of Radha and Mohan. Indeed, they lose themselves in the ecstasy of the devotional service of the divine couple and are also blessed with the sweet savor of the Yugala Kishore. Srila Narottam Das Thakur exemplifies as follows how the Mandaris relish Radha and Mohan's sweetness during their service. Hari Hari, when will I give up this male body and become a female, applying sandal paste to their bodies?
This is the thing. If I am male, I cannot be a female. I will be male. But my consciousness has to be female. This is the spiritual body is a female body because it exists from is made by soul body. It cannot be a gross body or this body. Is a spiritual body, is a soul body. Soul is Prakriti. So still this body is not bringing me in material sense identification. We are meditating and living in the feeling. This female body is living in the female feelings. Because of the living in the feeling, we need our spiritual body. What you say now, Avi?
When will I give
Bhavgrahi.
up this male body? Yeah.
Bhavgrahi.
Acha.
That is Bhavgrahi.
Mm.
Without male body, I cannot be Bhavgrahi. I will be enjoyer always with my senses.
Purushagrahi.
Purusagrahi. And Bhavgrahi is a female Prakriti. They feel it. They're feeling. So Radhika is a Mahabhav because she feels everything. So if I want to follow her, we have to develop our feeling. And Bhavgrahi means we have to increase our Prakriti Deha to serve her. Prakriti Deha is a sadhana to do that. I have to identify my soul body. When I identify my gross body, then my ego coming. The moment I will identify soul body, then ego cannot come. And that way we need Sarup. I will give you Sarup. Now I will give everyone Sarup who likes. Because I want to give, I don't know, I will die. This is the key point of the life. Without Sarup, nothing can work. Sarup is a real key of entry of the bhakti, devotional life. But practice will make you faster. If not, then mercy, wait in mercy. You have to practice, then faster. Living in that. Without living, not worry.
Hari Hari. When will I give up this male body and become a female, flying sandal paste to their bodies? I will tie a crown on Krishna's head and place a string of gunja beads on it. I will string a garland of different flowers, dress Krishna in his yellow dhoti, along with the sakis, and place betel leaves in his mouth. I will fill my eyes with their enchanting forms. I will dress Rai in a blue sari, and I will bind a wonderful braid for her with a string of new jewels and a garland of malati flowers. In my mind, I desire to fill my eyes with their sweet forms. Glory to you, Rupa and Sanatana. Please give me this treasure. This is the prayer of Narottam Das. An intolerable fire starts burning in the heart of the loving devotee when they misses their devotional service, when he or she misses his devotional service. The best way to worship the divine couple, Radha and Mohan, is the path shown by Sri Raghunath Das Goswami. It is a path of worship that does not depend on anything else but where are you, Radharani? Without seeing Radharani's lotus feet, the world is empty. The devotee is maddened by her attractive sweetness and beauty on the one hand, and agitated at heart by great anxiety and eagerness on the other hand. According to the great devotees, Sri Bilva Mangala Thakur showed the highest signs of love when he was suffering, in a sadhaka body. When he was suffering the pangs of separation from Sri Krishna, he said, there's only the Sanskrit Gurudev. Kada nu kasyam nu vipatashayam kaishora gandhi karunam buddhina vilochanabhyam vipulayatabhyam alau kayishyan vishai karoti. When the Vaishnava associates of Bilva Mangala Thakur tried to console him by telling him that merciful Krishna would certainly reveal himself to him, he said, alas, in which more horribly dangerous situation than this one will the adolescent ocean of mercy become visible to us with his wide eyes? This verse shows that Sripad Bilva Mangala's heart was maddened by attraction to Krishna's great sweetness on the one hand, and by his eagerness to see him on the other hand. How indescribable is the adolescence of Krishna, who is the father of Kamadev, who troubles the mind. He is sweeter than even sweetness itself, and naughtier than naughtiness itself. What shall I do? Krishna's adolescence steals my heart. Sri Raghunath Das Goswami is on the platform of Mahabhav, for he is Brajas Tulsi Manjari. And Sri Radha's service is his very life. Therefore, he experiences the highest level of devotional eagerness. Radha's devotional service is even more desirable than Krishna's devotional service. Raganuga Bhakti depends on spiritual greed, and this greed arises in the soul, not in the dull material mind. That is a very, very beautiful point that Baba is making here. First of all, he is giving example of Bilva Mangala Thakur, who was in Sakibhav. He was worshipping Krishna in Sakibhav, but he was already so much intense in his devotion and in his feelings that he writes verses like that in his Krishna Karnamrita. But then Baba says, Raghunath Das Goswami is on an even higher platform in Mahabhav, because he is Braja Tulasi's Mandri, and Sri Radha's service is his very life. And he experiences the highest level of devotional eagerness that is even higher than that of Bilba Mangala Thakur. And therefore Baba says that Srimati Radhika's service is more covetable, that means desirable, than Krishna's devotional service, is more higher. And that greed arises in the soul. And as we have heard many times, the soul's greed comes only from another soul's greed. Where's Gurudev now? He's out. They have been out, huh? Oh. So that greed arises in the soul, in the inner self, in the eternal soul's self, and then it can guide us or let us grow by the mercy of another soul who is already in that highest level of eagerness or rati or greed or realization that can come into the soul of another soul. Means into my soul, into our soul, and then grow, and then rising. So now we understand, or at least I understand, why the dull mind cannot produce greed. It's very interesting. Only from the soul it can come, from the deepest platform of my eternal being, of my real self. From that soul it can arise, and that will be transferred from soul to soul. That's why Gurudev says good association is the ABC, and the X, Y, Z is the all in all. Because without association, even I will not develop greed, because I still am living in my dull mind.
Also, it's very good, Suniti, that you said we cannot produce it, because
Right.
the greed is not inductive. The greed is not coming from us. The greed is we can only receive. We can receive the greed. We can receive the lobha from soul to soul. We cannot produce. Very wonderful point. Greed is only possible by the kripa of Krishna, Guru, and the Vaishnavas.
Right. Isn't it also that we feel it? Jai Gurudev, you are back. Jai Ho.
So I'm telling you, if you give chance to me, our dull mind, we are using. So in 10-10, mind and intelligence here is beyond mind. Intelligence here is not controlled by mind, not with false ego, is controlled by soul, feelings. So we need our spiritual body for that. We need Radharani. And we are reading, it was there, right? 7 or 8, not something, no, 20, 27. It was there, morning class. Still, I remember this line. Huh? The mind and intelligence has to use to understand. What was that? But mind and intelligence. Huh? Or
Yes, Gurudev.
The
yeah.
Gora, just find it from this morning.
working of Maya
Wow,
must
wow.
have the working of Maya must have disappeared from the mind and intelligence.
Wow. Wow.
How can Radha Dasya find a place in a heart which is filled with worldly feelings? The working
Wow.
of Maya must have disappeared from the mind and intelligence. And there the example of the Lord tells Arjuna in Bhagavad Gita. The devotee who has offered his mind and intelligence to me is very dear to me. And Radha Dasya is even more difficult. Without full absorption, it cannot be done. Srila Raghunath Das Goswami was once absorbed in his bhajan in an open place of the bank of Shyamakund, while Krishna stood right behind him, relished the sweetness of this devotee's love. Just then 2 tigers came to drink water from the kunda, passing by right before Raghunath.
It's not from mind and intelligence.
Yeah, and the example is coming now when Sanatana Goswami saw what happened from a distance and said, Raghunath, you will spread your
You
fame.
read all this already, mind and intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
Bhajan devoid of humility is lifeless. Unless you engage body, words, and mind, you cannot savor the rasa of bhajan. I think the
Yes, the connection in Vrindavan is going very slowly, and it's on and off now. And I think it's almost 2 hours now that we have been listening. And thank you all for your beautiful sharings and ears and hearts in this sharing. And we'll meet you again. And most of all, thank you, our beloved Gurudev, who gave so much again today out of his causeless mercy for all of us. Jai Jai Shri Radhe.